In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 4th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Clippers versus San Antonio Spurs. Los Angeles will try to build on a pair of wins against Houston when it travels to San Antonio on Friday night. The Clippers snapped their 4-game losing streak with 2 wins against the Rockets earlier this week. San Antonio had its 2-game winning streak snapped in a 143-100 loss to Toronto on Wednesday. The Clippers are 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 road games and 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The Spurs are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 home games and 12-3 against the spread in their last 15 games overall. The under is 7-1 in Clippers' last 8 overall. The over is 7-2 in Spurs' last 9 Friday games. The under is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings in San Antonio and 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. The Spurs have a dark injury cloud hanging over their team, as Romeo Langford, Isaiah Roby, and Zach Collins are all listed as questionable, while the Clippers will be missing Kawhi Leonard and Robert Covington. While the more talented team, the Los Angeles Clippers, have had to work for everything up to this point, and they're still playing without Kawhi Leonard, which doesn't help. The San Antonio Spurs have been better than expected up to this point, and their offense has shown some bite. The Clippers have opened as slight road favorites, but they were far from convincing in their narrow win over the lowly Rockets on Wednesday, and they could find themselves in trouble if they underestimate the Spurs, who have already surprised a few teams. I'm not sure how long it continues, but the Spurs have value in the underdog role as long as they can keep this up. So the San Antonio Spurs to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Los Angeles has gone under the total in 9 of its last 10 games, and I am not about to fade that trend with Leonard sidelined again on Friday night. The Clippers do not have enough scoring options to make defenses pay, even against a San Antonio defense that is struggling. Los Angeles is a strong defensive team, though, so I expect the Clippers to keep this game below the total in the end. They have gone under in 5 of their last 6 road games overall, and they have also gone under in 5 of their last 7 games at San Antonio. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Raptors versus Dallas Mavericks. Toronto will try to extend its 2-game winning streak when it travels to Dallas on Friday night. The Raptors have won 4 of their last 5 games, including a 143-100 win at San Antonio on Wednesday. Dallas is on a 2-game winning streak of its own, beating Utah in a 103-100 final its last time out. Looking at the betting trends, the Raptors are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 35-17 against the spread in their last 52 games against a team with a winning record, and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Mavericks are 12-5-1 against the spread in their last 18 home games, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings overall, and the Raptors are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Raptors could be shorthanded for this one, as Fred VanVleet is currently listed as questionable with back soreness, while the Mavericks have already ruled out Davis Bertans and Frank Ntilikina for this one. The Toronto Raptors are ranked first in steals and second in average points per game. In addition, they have a point differential of plus 8.1. They're allowing their opponents 106 points per game, while they're averaging 114 points per game. The Mavericks are averaging 116 points per game and allow 109 per game. Siakam has been playing good basketball for Toronto, contributing to several stats. He is making nearly 48% of his shots and averaging averaging just above 35 points per game. Sure, the Mavericks have Doncic, but the Raptors have multiple players that can score, including Gary Trent Jr., who is averaging 20 points per game. The Raptors have the more defensive ability in steals, which will become a factor, especially considering the Mavericks have turned the ball over 12.3 times per game. The Raptors have caught fire with 2 massive wins in a row, and I think they can stay hot with another one here today. So the Toronto Raptors to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both of these teams have players that can make their shots. However, the Raptors have been great at stealing the ball this season, and I fully expect that to happen during this matchup, especially considering the fact the Mavericks have struggled with turnovers. I expect this game to come down to whichever team can grab rebounds and not commit penalties. In addition to being a defensive battle, the under is 7-1 for the Raptors when they play against a team with a winning record, and under is 10-3 in their last 13 road games. In their last 8 meetings in Dallas, the under is 6-2. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Golden State Warriors versus New Orleans Pelicans. The Golden State Warriors and New Orleans Pelicans meet Friday in NBA action at the Smoothie King Center. The Golden State Warriors look to snap a 4-game losing streak. The New Orleans Pelicans look for a win after splitting their last 6 games. Looking at the betting trends, the Warriors are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 road games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The Pelicans are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team below .400. Head-to-head, the under is 7-2 in the last 9 meetings overall, and the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in New Orleans. Is it too early to say that the defending champs are on the ropes? It sure feels like it watching them go just 3-6 and lose all 5 of their road games so far. Stephen Curry is the lone bright spot this season. He's coming off a 39-point explosion against Orlando last night. His backcourt mate Klay Thompson had 27 in that game, but he's still finding his way back to old form following 2 major injuries. They'll need Klay against the youthful Pelicans on Friday. In the 2 regular season wins last year, they scored 126 and 128 points against the Pelicans. Of the last 10 meetings, the Warriors have won 6, but all that goes out the window as they've covered the spread just twice in the 9 games played this season. The success-hungry Pelicans will welcome the challenge, especially after seeing them give away the game against the Lakers a couple of nights ago. In a game in which they fought back from 16 points down, they were up by 3 points with a pair of free throws late, but Dyson Daniels couldn't convert. The Lakers forced overtime and the rest is history. I don't see the Pelicans dwelling too much on that loss though. This team is very young and it's necessary to go through experiences like that if they want to grow as a team. Zion Williamson appears to be playing well. There's still no word if Brandon Ingram will be back. The Warriors will again be missing Dante DiVincenzo, while the Pelicans will be keeping an eye on Brandon Ingram and Herbert Jones, who are both questionable. The Warriors just haven't been able to get it done so far this season, and they will be so disappointed with the way they lost to the lowly Magic last night as their defense just hasn't been up to scratch. The Pelicans were on a nice run before they ran into an inspired Lakers team on Wednesday, but they have the advantage of extra rest in this spot, and I believe that they take advantage of a Warriors team who are dealing with a championship hangover. A lot of people are saying the Warriors are done. I think it's still early to make statements like that. Things aren't looking okay though. Thursday's game at Orlando wasn't an easy one, so there could be some tired legs out there in this second game of a back-to-back for them. The Pelicans will get the job done at home here, so the New Orleans Pelicans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Pelicans are 6-1 in hitting the over, while the Warriors is 6-2 as they are the top 2 teams in the NBA in hitting the over. New Orleans is averaging 116 points per game, which ranks 4th while they give up 111. Golden State, meanwhile, is averaging 112 points per game and are allowing 116, which ranks 24th in the NBA. Meanwhile, the Pelicans are playing at a pace of 101.5, which ranks 19th, while Golden State plays at a pace of 106, which is 2nd in the NBA. Along with that, in New Orleans games this season, they are averaging 231 points per game, while Golden State's games are averaging 239 points per game. Both New Orleans and Golden State can score a ton of points, while both defenses have yet to click. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.